But I think more than anything, we tend to try and look at alternatives rather than competitors, because actually customers have a whole load of different alternative ways to try and achieve the thing they're trying to achieve. That isn't always as simple as just choosing between, Tesco or Sainsbury's or, M&S. Good example of this is the M&S ready meals, so the 2 dine in for £10.
Yeah.
And actually the original brief for that question is around convenience meals and how do we have a better convenience meal than Tesco's and Sainsbury's. But when you go and speak to customers, when they're choosing a ready meal, they're not really necessarily comparing the ready meal at M&S with the ready meal at Tesco. They're thinking about, well, am I going to eat at home? Or am I going to eat out at a restaurant? Or am I going to get takeaway? Am I going to cook for myself? Am I going to eat at all? Maybe I'll decide the best alternative is just to not eat tonight because I can't be bothered.
Okay.
So actually, when you start looking at that landscape of the alternative ways a customer can achieve what they want, which is get food in me, then suddenly 2 dine in for £10 takes a different spin, because you're starting to talk to the restaurant, you're starting to talk to the takeaway, you're starting to talk to the value and the low effort, rather than how do we just make our meal slightly better than someone else's meal. And that's only ever going to sustain you as being better for about 2 or 3 months before you stay ahead. And just, this is a long answer, but that's where banking has a real issue, because it's a very insular industry that only really looks at other banks. So the innovation is very slow, because banks only tend to look at each other's banks, do something, stay 3 months ahead, and everyone else catches up. And then you start to see the fintechs come in with a very different point of view, because they're looking at an alternative way of doing it, and looking at the alternatives rather than competitors drives more innovation.